Yeah, we had we scored a lot of points. I don't know if I've ever coached a team that assisted 41 baskets on 54 field goals. I don't know if that's possible. We were in the first time we're playing in front of a crowd. Guys are nervous. But overall, we had one stretch where we just had a lackadaisical moment in the second half that I wasn't very pleased with, and I don't know how many times they scored in a row, but I wasn't very happy with. Outside of that, they play different than any team we're going to play probably all year. They never stop pressing. I did a poor job of preparing the team for actual how because we can't simulate that. They came in loose. The way they played, they came in loose, shooting threes and everything. And we got guys that's first time together. And once the score got to a certain thing, we started playing the scoreboard a little bit. But I've had this feeling. We've had a closed door scrimmage, we've had 3 or 4 inter squad scrimmages. I feel like this team can really score the basketball, and it's very unselfish. And we were without a point guard tonight, so he brings a lot to the table too. So I'm very happy with how we rebounded the ball, got on the glass. The team's very unselfish. They were very unselfish tonight. Now, here's the thing: can we keep progressing? Can we keep progressing? It's a snapshot of a whole season. But can we keep progressing? We got a big test on Monday, so we'll see.
Matt, in your experience, what do you take away from exhibition games, like historically during your time? I mean, scores can tend to get out of hand like it did tonight, but is there things you can take away outside of seeing that you guys were able to get up for the game and keep the pressure on? What else can you take away from it?
Yeah, you see a lot of the things that you see in practice, and you just hope that you apply it to games. Tonight we didn't really get to run any offense or anything like that. We got conditioning, and so I know my team is in good shape. As you can see by the way we played, we're in pretty good shape. There's our pick and roll coverages at time wasn't what we've practiced day to day. Some of our disciplines, we call it goalie seeker discipline, on first pass out of the side of 2, those things like that we've got to continue to get better at. Obviously the turnover bug, that I blame myself for those turnovers a lot. I mean, number one, Will Johnson, we didn't have a Dante Holloman, so we didn't have our second point guard tonight. Justin, as you guys know, doesn't play the point. But, yeah, there's a lot of things that I see. The way we share the ball, I've been seeing that every day in practice. And sometimes I wonder, is our defense bad or is our offense just that good? And, they shot 34% from the field and 25% from 3, and we caused 17 turnovers. So, and we got 19 offensive rebounds. So, if we weren't making the shot, we were assisting on the make, or we were offensive rebounding the shot. So, that's all the stuff I've been preaching in practice. The guys that I have in my locker room right now are buying into what we're selling to them. So. I'm happy about, I'm a lot happier with the way we played our exhibition game this year than I was last year.
How do you think the team did during the first half in comparison to the second half?
I thought once we got the nerves out of our system, it's nervous, playing together first time, playing in front of a crowd. There was a lot of nerves, and once we started settling in, we went to the bench, and the bench gave us, quality stuff. So the bench really got us going, I'm telling you now, our point guard is really good. our point guard's good, and he's going to be good. We got him for 3 years, so I think he's a pretty good player, and I thought he got us going. I thought our size and stuff started wearing them down, and we started taking advantage of what we do every day, and that's get out and running.
Coach, a lot of new faces on this team this year.
There's 12 of them.
Yes, sir. And you mentioned 41 assists on 52 field goals made. How promising is it to you as a coach to be able to see that kind of gelling between your team on exhibition?
I've never seen it. This is my 30th season as a coach. I've never seen a team share the ball like that. But that was the priority when we went out and recruited. Was I wanted to find guys who were unselfish players who were willing to pass. And you look at Will Johnson had 10 assists. Darius Ward, who played at Harcum Junior College. The one thing that stood out about he never played the point, but he had 122 assists on the season on a winning team. That's impressive. Justin had 4. Dalen Williams played the power force, but had 77 at his junior college. So sharing the ball and passing was big, and we had guys that have been doing everything the right way. We never played anybody more than 25 minutes, so we got to really distribute the minutes out pretty well. I was happy for our freshmen who got in late. And it's no knock on those guys. Those guys are going to be good. It's just we've got an older group of guys that day in and day out they've got to fight and compete against. And so I thought all 3 of the freshmen when they came in, they all played about five and a half minutes. They all contributed really well. So I was real happy with them. None of the players who came in played like it was garbage time, and that's what I'm happy about.
You talked a while ago about your bench. Your team was the antithesis of being deep last year. There were times you had 7 scholarship players. Knock on wood, it's exhibition game, but how happy are you to be able to go to a second unit and not have to worry about energy and conditioning and things like that?
Yeah,
guys you can put
I've just been wanting to see us play against other people, and because I've been watching us. And we're so advanced than we were at any point last year because we've been able to do things with 5-on-5, Alex. It's just we've had opportunities to get up and down the floor. We play more as in 5-on. We can never do that last year. We can never simulate 5-on-5 until we got into an actual game. So the timing and everything was just always screwed up. We've got guys that have a high care factor about playing, and they've got a character about wanting to. They came from winning programs, so that's right there speaks a lot. Is that I know we got 12 new players, but there's 12 players that came from winning programs that came into this program. So winning's important. I don't care where you won at, but winning is winning, and that's something that I'm really happy that we've got guys who want to win.
Coach, for you to have a dozen new players on your team, just how are you content rotation-wise with the depth of your team so far?
I think right now we can go and put guys in and not have a dip. Justin's the long guy that's got experience. I thought at times when Justin was out of the game. I'm not knocking Justin, but there was times when Justin was out of the game that we really made a lot of strides, and that's good that you can get better at times when a preseason first team All Western Athletic Conference guy is not contributing. So that's something that makes me happy.
And the last one I do have for you now, you were just talking about Justin Johnson managing the minutes and the load, especially from the load he had last season. How key is that going to be for you to just manage that, just moving forward?
Well, I think Ray, that's why we went out and recruited 12 guys. I need to put guys around Justin to help take the pressure off of him and allow him to be more efficient. You know, not be ragged and know everybody in the gym knows he's going to shoot the ball or drive it or whatever. I mean, you know, Justin didn't practice yesterday. Justin's got hurt, got a thigh bruise, but he went through shoot around today and he gave it a go. I mean, he played 24 minutes. You know, too many turnovers, but I mean, all you got to do is look at the one line, those plus minuses, and Will Johnston's on the floor. We're plus 38. So I think we've got a pretty good point guard, and I think we've got some guys that care about winning. You know, I think we got guys that care about winning. You're going to hear me say that, whether we win or lose. You know, when we do things in practice, you're going to win and you're going to lose some because of shots don't go in, you get in foul trouble, whatever. But the depth we have right now, I think is going to give us opportunity to really compete.
Thoughts on returning to Kansas State?
You know, I love K-State. Love Manhattan. Love the people. Got a lot of good friends that haven't been there in 10 years. You know, the things that we're getting ready to walk back into. You know, that wasn't there 10 years ago. A lot of the stuff I'm proud of that being with Frank Martin, that we went out and hustled and built that program and made them a national contender. Very, very proud to be going back there. You know, it's a great place. It's a great place. Excited for the opportunity, excited for my kids, because I know I've been in that environment when I was on the good side of the bench, where it's as loud as any place in the country. So excited to go on back there, but you know we're not going to go there to lay down.